Hey everyone, welcome back to the Laugh Out Loud podcast. I'm your host Alex, and I've got a fun one for you today. We're diving into the world of virtual assistants, Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. You know, those gadgets that are supposed to make our lives easier, but sometimes they just don't get it. I'm sure you've all been there, right? You're having a casual conversation, and then you ask your virtual assistant for something simple like, "What's the weather today?" And all of a sudden, it replies with something that makes no sense. And you're just sitting there thinking, why do I even talk to you anymore? Let's start with Siri. Oh, Siri, she's like that friend who insists on finishing your sentences but always gets it wrong. I asked Siri, "What's the temperature outside?" And she responded with, "The temperature is 72 degrees Fahrenheit in Los Angeles, California." Now, I'm not even in Los Angeles, I'm sitting in New York. I mean, thanks for the info, Siri, but I didn't ask for a weather update from 3,000 miles away. I could have just Googled that myself, thanks. But hey, maybe Siri just wants me to be prepared in case I decide to teleport to LA mid-conversation. Who knows? Then there's Alexa. I mean, I love Alexa, but sometimes she's too eager to please. I asked her to play some music, and she started playing a random country song. No warning. Just boom. I've got friends in low places. And now I'm sitting there wondering, did I sound like I wanted to listen to Garth Brooks? What happened to the playlist I had carefully curated, huh, Alexa? I wasn't asking for a random throwback to my country phase in middle school. Sometimes I swear Alexa is just like, you know what? Today you need country music. Trust me on this one. And let's talk about Google Assistant for a minute. Google Assistant tries to be super intelligent and always offers a wealth of information, but every once in a while, it really misses the mark. I asked Google, "How do I bake a cake?" And it started talking about the history of cake. It was like, the first known recipe for a cake appeared in the ancient Egyptian period and, hold up, Google, I'm not writing a research paper. I just want to know if I need eggs or not. I'm trying to get some dessert in my life, not attend a food history class. But hey, at least Google was informative, right? It gave me a lot of info I didn't ask for, that I'll never use. Just imagine Googling, "How do I bake a cake?" And instead of a simple recipe, you get an hour-long lecture about the origins of cakes. Thanks, Google. I now know more about cake than I ever wanted to. Alright, let's switch things up for a second and talk about those times when the assistants misunderstand what you're saying. I was talking to Siri the other day and I was trying to say, "Play some jazz music," but Siri heard "play some jazz music" as "play some gas music," and now I'm sitting there wondering, what is gas music? Is that some kind of avant-garde genre? It's like the gas station equivalent of jazz. Is it just a bunch of hissing sounds and the noise of gas pumps? Can I get some smooth saxophone along with the gas music, please? And then there's the time when I asked Alexa to set a timer for 10 minutes. And she thought I said, set a timer for 10 minutes. Now I'm sitting there with a timer for 10 minutes, waiting for it to go off. And I'm like, what do you want me to do with 10 minutes, Alexa? Should I start a mint business? But you know, Alexa has her moments of confusion. Sometimes she answers you with complete nonsense. I once asked her, "What's the best way to make spaghetti?" And she responded, "The best way to make spaghetti is to wear an orange hat while you cook." What? Is this some sort of cooking ritual I missed? Does the hat somehow influence the flavor of my spaghetti? I guess I'll need to get an orange hat and report back on the results. And we can't forget about Google Assistant's misinterpretation skills. I once asked Google, "What time does the movie start?" And Google answered, "The movie starts in about 30 minutes. Also, did you know the average human can hold their breath for 60 seconds? Like, what does holding my breath have to do with my movie time? I mean, Google, I appreciate your random facts and all, but I just need movie times, not a lecture on breath-holding techniques. Can we stay on topic here, buddy?" Speaking of random facts, Siri loves to throw in her own suggestions when you don't ask for them. One time I asked Siri to set an alarm for 7 a.m., and she responded with, "I've set your alarm for 7 a.m., and I also suggest you have a healthy breakfast today." First off, Siri, I didn't ask for dietary advice. Second, how do you know I don't have a 7 a.m. donut habit? Do you not trust me with my breakfast choices? And here's a personal favorite. I was telling Google Assistant, "Call my mom." And instead of dialing my mom, Google Assistant started dialing Mamma Mia by ABBA. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good ABBA hit, but that was definitely not what I had in mind when I said call my mom. But sometimes I wonder if Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are pranking us. Like we ask for something totally normal, and they throw in the weirdest possible answer just to see our reactions. It's like they're playing their own version of virtual charades, and we're the ones who are stuck in the game. Now, I know these assistants can't be that bad. They do help us out, right? They remind us of appointments, tell us the weather, and play our favorite music when we need a pick-me-up. But when they misunderstand us, it's just so funny. It's like they have their own personalities, and sometimes those personalities just don't match our expectations. And hey, let's be real. We've all had those I didn't ask for this moments. Whether it's Siri ordering an entire pizza because you said, I'm hungry, or Alexa setting up a reminder to organize your closet because you said, clean up the house. These things happen, and while they can be frustrating in the moment, they're always good for a laugh later. Alright folks, that's it for today's episode. The next time you ask your virtual assistant a question, just remember, they might answer you with exactly what you asked for, or they might go completely off the rails. Either way, it's going to be entertaining. Thanks for tuning in to the Laugh Out Loud podcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to share your funniest Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant moments with me. I'll see you next time with more tech fails, laughs, and virtual assistant madness. Stay curious, stay laughing, and of course, keep talking to your virtual assistants. Just be ready for the weird answers.